How much do golf YouTubers get paid to review or promote golf products? I'm not too sure what they get paid, but here's what I got paid. Just like you, I've always wanted to know what YouTubers get paid in terms of sponsored videos. And even though I might not still know what they're getting paid, I can at least tell you what I got paid for this one. But before we even got into the money conversation in terms of sponsoring this video, I did ask Milessey themselves, I want to talk about how much you're going to be paying me to promote this product, which obviously by watching this video, you'd know they agreed to, which I thought was very open, transparent, and I can't imagine there's a lot of companies that would kind of want that information out. So after a bit of back and forth, the penultimate question came up. Simon, what do you charge for a sponsored video? To which I thought, I have no idea what my fee actually is. But obviously I went off and tried to do some research. How much should you charge a business or company for a sponsored video with 50,000 subscribers? And there is zero information anywhere. It's another reason why I want to make this video, because I've seen other people review this product. I've seen smaller channels, bigger channels do paid promotion, and no one knows what each other's getting paid. And I completely understand that. Some people are private, some people don't want to know, and I'm not necessarily built the same way, but I do like the idea now that if someone goes and types in how much should I charge for a sponsored video, hopefully my video will come up. And I'm not saying this is the right amount because I've got zero experience, and obviously there's hardly any information out there whatsoever, but at least now after watching this video you'll know what I charge as a reference point. And the funny thing I find about this whole scenario with YouTube sponsored videos or paid promotions, it's like the YouTube equivalent of the magic circle. Ooh, don't tell them how much we get paid. But the best bit is we don't know what each other's getting paid, so it only seems beneficial. Maybe not that anyone's going to get in contact and go, oh Simon, this is what actually I got paid to review on this, or actually I got paid less, or I got paid more. But at least someone potentially will watch this and go, oh, at least I know Simon charged this with X amount of subscribers. At least you get to justify what your actual fee is when you go and press send on that email to that particular company, and then not laugh on the other end. 4 figures was my opening offer that I sent in an email over to Milessey, and we didn't quite get there, but we got quite close. And before I go any further, I probably should show the product that I'm reviewing today. And I've never known a paid advertisement not to give it a positive review, which is why I had to take some consideration. I had to do quite a bit of research to potentially do this paid advertisement, because let's be honest, the last thing I want to do, or any creator that's been doing this for near on 5 years, is compromise the channel. And obviously I've got the cheap alpha laser that I reviewed a couple of weeks ago off Amazon for about £60, something like that. And I've also got my Bushnell to test as well, £300 plus. This, the Milessey PF260, £150, rechargeable battery, magnetic strip down the side. And what we're going to find out in a minute, is it any more accurate or less accurate than these two? Now I think it's pretty important that I mention before we go any further in this review is that I'm not actually getting paid any more money if you go and buy one of these rangefinders. I'm not on any commission basis. I always find that a bit of a difficult situation when you have a link and a code X, Y and Z, and the creator itself gets a kickback for all the sales. So I do want to be open, honest, upsides, downsides, but even from the get-go, from the case and the way it feels ergonomically in your hand, I think it's quite clear and easy to tell which one of these two rangefinders this one is closer in comparison to. But I still stand by my review that I did probably about 4 weeks ago on this laser. £60, or I think it's gone up to £70, something like that, on Amazon is great value. And compared to my Bushnell, it was relatively accurate. But between the two of these, and I have done a review on the Milessey, the old one, probably about 3 years ago, the downside, which is quite similar to this one, is that it's a lot harder to track onto the flag, meaning you're having to spend more time, and if you've got shaky hands or you've never used a laser before, you could be there for a while. Whereas all the things that I put down on this one probably about 3 years ago, I didn't have the vibrating lock-on system. It's now got added magnetic strip as well as a rechargeable battery. I mean, it's pretty much ticked every box. However, with all that being said, it's got to be quite decent to be double the price of this one here, but then also as accurate, so it doesn't stop you going and spending £300 on the state-of-the-art Bushnell. Now, I've never typically used a slope system before on a rangefinder because you can't use them in competition, so I always thought, what's the point? Now I think about it and we add it into a practice session, maybe you go and play with mates at a different golf course altogether, 201 yards, you can see there, look, 187 yards downhill, 4 degrees descent angle. I mean, that's quite useful, isn't it? And of course there's loads of other rangefinders that do the slope system as well, but it's the first time I've used it, and I have to say it's quite useful and quick as well. I honestly have no idea how they even do it. 199 yards. Let's try the Bushnell to see what it gets, and this is what I find with rangefinders as I do more and more of these reviews. I mean, how accurate do you really want them? The main thing for me is, what's the added features? Does it feel heavy duty? Does it feel weighted? I don't know about your 200 yard gapping, but I mean, it's accurate enough for me. So my £1,000 offer back to Milessey was rejected, but 143 to the flag, but not by much. £800 they paid me in the end for this video, which obviously has been paid before this has been published. As I say, I haven't really got a direct result, apart from the fact that I do want to do more of these in the future, and we've come an incredibly long way since working in the pro shop to now. 146, 148, 3 yards difference. You know what, I'm going to go old fashioned. I'm going to pace it out myself. 1, 2, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144. And as I was saying, we've come an incredibly long way from the pro shop, where I was earning £1,000 a month selling Mars bars behind the desk for 40 hours a week. And this has never been a quick money grab situation. I've just loved making YouTube videos, and how the channel's developed over the years, and obviously my love for secondhand clubs, long drive, and just generally making as interesting content as I potentially can, and by potentially working with companies that I like. And that's the thing, I've had so much interest in the past, but I didn't even bother contemplating sending back a email tickling the interest, because I didn't like the product, or I could never see it fitting with the channel. I never want to compromise this. I never want to compromise the trust. I can't work with golf club manufacturers. I can't work with clothing manufacturers, because the majority of them are owned by the club manufacturers. But with the money from this video, I am going to be buying a new laptop, because my laptop is pretty much dead and buried. And then after that, I'm going to buy a new camera, then we're going to buy new microphones, and then potentially I can get an editor, so then we can do bigger and better videos. Now for you hunters out there, I want to know how good it is at getting yardages on your prey. I'm only joking. I can't believe this deer is this close. How far exactly are we to the rear? 28 yards, 27 yards with the slope system. Oh, he's moving, he's on the move, hang on. Hang on. 34.4 yards, he's getting away from us, boys. He's getting away from us. And let's be honest, £800 for one video is just ridiculous. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that was going to actually happen. 124 with the Bushnell. But we're in a situation, I'm only in this situation because you guys, and you guys watching the video, and you guys do trust me. I tell you how it is. I don't scrimp on any of the details. I'm very honest, open, always share you how much money I'm making, or if the review's are actually good, or the new product's rubbish. 125. Interesting, I'd love to know now what the Alpha is actually going to come up with. 125 with the Milessey, 124 with the Bushnell, 126 with the Alpha. We finally got there. Definitely took longer to get there in the end, but this is siding a bit more to the Milessey, which is interesting. We're going to go from cheapest to most expensive, and as I said at the start of this video, these all serve a purpose. No one has a game accurate enough to tell these apart. No one's complaining when they're a yard out in terms of distances, or a yard out from the hole. 145, 146, and again, these are all pretty easy to use. For me, I've had a lot of practice with these. I have to say, now I've got the Milessey in my hand and also the Bushnell compared to the Alpha, to be honest, these are a lot easier to use. So if you've just started the game, 146, pretty much all in place. I also should probably mention at this point, you can turn slope on and off with this little sliding attachment here. So slope on, so you know that you're not cheating in tournaments. Slope off, and I'll show you the difference. Obviously you just don't get the yardages in the bottom then. You can change the mode, so obviously that's not locked on with a flag, but this one now is, and 146.2. Pretty easy. So there you have it, 3 different rangefinders, 3 different price points, and how much I got paid to review this. £800, including the rangefinder, which I was just going to sell to make up to that £1,000. Sell it for like £90, £100, second hand, something like that. But actually with the slope system and the other feature that it provides, I think I'm going to put it in the bag, which is the main point of this video. I never want to review or try or test and potentially send back stuff that I wouldn't want to promote to you guys and think is actually decent value for money. I still think that Alpha for £70 is a great purchase. Not as easy to use, however, and obviously doesn't have the features as you saw with the Milessey. And compared to the Bushnell, which, let's be honest, if you want a brand new one, it's going to be another £200 on top to give you virtually the same amount of features. I'm going to let you guys make up your mind. If you like this video, leave it a like. subscribe if you are new. Catch you guys there.